This is Behind the Law with Justin Clark on ESPN 580 Orlando.
And welcome to the program. It's another edition of Behind the Law right here on ESPN 580. Thank you for spending some of your weeknights here with us. It's a Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. holiday type of show. Today, Allie Mack is here to my left. Hi, Allie Mack. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you, on this chilly Monday.
It is a little bit of a cold Monday today, obviously.
Very cold.
But did you really mind that? I mean, okay, we're going to have like 2 or 3 days of cold weather, I guess. And, I mean, do you really mind that? Or do you actually kind of enjoy it?
I think it throws me off because I have certain, there's certain things that I like to wear and then I can, and then I have to throw this big old coat on top of me and then dress like an Eskimo, and then, I don't know, it just throws me off. I don't like it. I'm a warm climated person.
We'll be here with you for the next hour talking about law, sports, and lifestyle. I guess there were some sports stories over the weekend, but the number one sports story, you already know what it is, right?
Just a small one.
Yeah. University of Tennessee ranked number 1 in the Associated Press and ESPN College Coaches Poll. Congratulations to the Tennessee Volunteers Basketball Club, number 1 in the nation. Can you believe it? We have not been number 1 since 2008.
Congrats.
And 2008.
Congrats.
I know you want to talk about it. Guess who we play this Wednesday?
Oh,
Vanderbilt.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we have Vanderbilt this weekend, so
Are they
we don't
good?
know how that's
They're that-
No,
they're
they're
good?
terrible.
They're
but,
terrible.
You know, the in-state rivalry thing, you never know how that's going to
that's
go. Who knows? Follow us. If you want to watch the show, follow us at Behind the Law Radio on ESPN, on Instagram, right?
Facebook and
and Facebook. You can follow at Behind the Law Radio. Watch the show right there. Don't forget to watch the TV show. It's Behind the Law on TV this Sunday and every Sunday. 10 a.m. on TV 27. Today on the program, we're going to do the news. What's going on with Allie Mack? We'll also interview a good friend of ours about handyman and construction services and how to not get taken advantage of when you need work. During the fourth quarter there, or what?
Do you want me to answer?
You really weren't watching, were you?
I was watching.
Okay. Well,
Are we in my segment? Because I'll start.
We're
I'll
not
start.
We're not in your segment, but I imagine you're going to get to that. And every single weeknight at about 8:03 p.m. we do What's Going On with Allie Mack. Let's do it right now.
Talking about it. It's What's Going On with Allie.
Weekend on Sunday, the Saints versus the Rams, 26-23. So there was a lot of controversy with that, in that there was officials might have been calling the wrong plays as far as that. So I know some people are saying that the officials were.
You're not stopping at that. It was the single worst non-call in the history of NFL playoff football. Are you kidding me? Did you see the hit by even the cornerback as he gets up? You can see he was like, "Oh, I screwed up there." He knew he was going to get called with a penalty, with a pass interference. He knew it. Even after the game, he was like, "Well, I kind of assumed that it was a flag, and it wasn't a flag." And look, had that.
That the officials after the game contacted him and told him, Sorry, we should have called that.
It wasn't
that
just
play.
one, it was two. It was also a helmet-to-helmet hit. I mean, there were two
saw
calls
that
there
one.
that could have been made that weren't made. And look, I understand that you can't replay a judgment call or whatever, but I think pretty
That's a
soon they're
shame,
going to...
though.
A call like that, pass interference is such an important, pivotal call, especially in the NFL, when it's a spot yards like in college. In the NFL, no matter how far you are down the field, that's where you get the ball. And it's a crazy, awful non-call.
It was bad. Well, to answer your question that you asked me previously, did I watch the whole game of the Saints and Rams?
Right.
Honestly, I watched the beginning. I fell asleep during most of the game, and I woke up at the end to watch the highlights, so to speak. So yes, I did. But the Patriots and the Chiefs, I was completely glued to the TV on the seat of my couch, and yeah, definitely I watched that. And the Patriots and the Chiefs were another really good game, 37-31. So that was like neck and OT, and I think the coin toss won the Patriots Super Bowl.
No doubt about it. We weren't given the Chiefs quarterback that. When I say we, I'm a Pats guy myself. I realize the whole country hates me right about now. But yeah, I lived in Boston for too long. I got to Boston 2001, the year we beat the Rams. Actually, St. Louis Rams at the time. Adam Vinatieri kicked the field goal. We were 14-point dogs, I believe, in that game, and won. And it's been obviously glorious to be a Pats fan ever since, as long as you're a Pats fan. If you're the rest of the country, you hate us, and we understand that. We're fine with that.
Well, congratulations to the Pats for going to the Super Bowl. It's going to be Rams versus the Patriots. And did you guys hear Jimmy Buffett's that he were you watching the game when he did the mic drop?
Yeah, what is that about? I saw you post something about that, but no, that annoyed people. What's annoying about it?
It did annoy him only because, number one, yes, he's a big deal. I get it, but when he sang, it really wasn't good.
Oh, see, I missed his actual national.
It wasn't good.
He didn't do a good job?
I don't know if he just didn't practice or if it was just too cold.
I think the problem is he's too much of a business guy anymore, this Jimmy Buffett. I mean, he's trying to get dollars out of everything. He's trying to maximize and capitalize on his name. Look, that's fine, but I think he's taken it a little bit too far. We had that guy from Margaritaville here the other day.
Yes.
He's selling neighborhoods, Jimmy Buffett.
With his name on it, with Margaritaville.
Yeah, I mean, he reminds me of, like, McDonald's now. You know, he's trying to be like a McDonald's. And at some point, people get a little turned off by that.
Yeah. I think the mic drop was a little bit too much. People just weren't understanding what the heck happened.
It was too much for me.
So, did you watch the lunar eclipse last night? Did you stay up until midnight?
I look.
I was sleeping.
Just like I don't go south of Lee Road, I don't stay up past like 11 p.m.
Okay, I
have 2 young children. I mean, look, any sleep I can get is fine.
It only happens once every,
How long?
I don't know, 100 years or
Sorry.
1,000 years.
Did you stay up for it?
Of course not. I was sleeping.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
So, Florida officer ran over a pair lying on the road watching the lunar eclipse.
I heard about this.
So they weren't like on the highway or on like a main road. They were in like a nature preserve, in the dark, and they were just laying down there looking at the lunar eclipse. And apparently he was doing patrolling and he ran them over. Luckily, the article says that it wasn't life-threatening injuries.
So that's a plus. Typically when you get run over and you don't have life-threatening injuries, it's like a toe.
Yeah, so
maybe you just got their toes.
Maybe. I don't know. I would imagine they crushed the ribs or something, but I don't know. But hopefully they're doing okay, and
were they stoned, or I mean?
They
didn't see the car coming.
They were just watching the moon, man.
There you go. We have a cop coming down the street. I mean, they didn't think. Look, we should probably get out of the way. Yeah.
Maybe the cover had some lights.
It's kind of ridiculous.
So that's in the news today with Ali Mack.
So that is why I didn't watch the lunar eclipse. I know we're getting run over by a cop car.
It's dangerous, apparently.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, Ali Mack. That was what's going on. Have you had any construction going on around your house lately, Ali Mack? Have you needed to call anyone in? And you don't know sort of what the limit is. Like, certain things that you want to do on your own, other things you need to call in a professional for. Where is that line? And who do you trust? I mean, if you really need someone to do work on your house and Christian's not feeling up to it, what would you do? Who would you call? People don't know who to call.
Exactly.
You know?
You have to call somebody that does this, that specializes in it.
And the number one, I think, when we're looking for someone to do some work in our house, the number one thing is, I gotta have someone I can trust.
Reputable, yes.
And that's typically the problem. I mean, that's always been sort of my issue. Is you want to have, so they're coming into essentially part of the family too, because they're going to be there. Your kids are running around. They probably will be there doing work when you're not there. And the trustworthy factor, I think, is the main factor when you bring construction people into your home to do some work. That's why we brought a good friend of ours, Julio Renteria. He is with My Handy Angel. We're going to ask him all sorts of construction and handyman questions right on the other side of this break. Behind the Law, ESPN 580. Oh my God, that was a mess.
That was a mess.
Over here.
He's like really good, and he's always there. So everybody's like, give somebody else a chance.
I mean, now it's fine.
Yeah.
But
I like that sports when the team comes from the very bottom and starts to. It's very good.
Anything?
I mean, yeah, you can hear it. It's just, is it something that's going to be consistent or no?
You mean the echo? Were you hearing the echo?
I couldn't hear anything.
I was hearing
working. I can't hear.
I
we were
even
getting
heard the
an echo
echo more
terrible.
with you, but when I was talking,
It was the issue we were having was the echo. The same thing that happened at one time, and then we did something here and we fixed it.
We're probably not going to be able to. Nah, let me just go ahead and.
okay, ready? I object. That reminded me of Suzanne.
3, 2.
It's coming back.
You ready?
Yep. Go ahead.
Nice.
See what happens when Ally Mac DJ for a day?
What's
Things
going
get all messed up. Right, was that you?
No, that wasn't
oh my
me.
gosh. Welcome back to the show. It's Behind the Law. ESPN 580. My name is Justin Clark. Thank you for spending your evenings here with us on what is a great place to be on a Monday, a sports radio station after all the drama we had on Sunday. 2 games go to overtime. Both, sort of a little bit influenced by the officiating, especially the Saints game. The Saints game was an absolute disaster, official-wise. I mean, they missed 2 penalties in that last non-pass interference, I guess you would say. Yeah. The Saints would have been going to the Super Bowl. This is life-changing stuff, and they'll never be able to make that right.
I was actually looking forward to Saints-Pats game.
3, yeah. Oh yeah, me too. I'm sort of a Saints guy myself, just because one of the players there I like. But you know what Pat's got through and through.
I know.
321-282-1055. The beautiful Brianna is here. I forgot to say hello before. Hi, Brianna. How are you?
Doing awesome, Justin. How are you?
Well, I'm doing awful, as you can imagine. Terrible, because it's like technical difficulty after technical difficulty on this program. We even go to the station to do the show on Friday, and it was like we were having more technical difficulty. See, here's what you don't know. We do this show from a studio that we built in my law firm. Okay.
Which rocks.
Which is great, but we've been having like a little bit of technical issues here and there. We go to this on Friday. We had to shoot the TV show because we do this TV show as well. It's a radio show on TV, right? So we have to go to the actual studio to do that show. We get there, they're like, looks like the radio's like not working today. Like, what are you talking? What? This is a radio station, right?
Mics
So
weren't working. Headphones weren't working.
So it was.
Music.
We can't escape the freaking issues here. I don't know what to do.
You know what was working?
What?
Our camera.
Well, okay.
It wasn't. It caught it all.
Anyway, so one of these days will be issue free, I think. But you know what is an issue that I think you've been dealing with are some sort of nagging issues in your home, right? We all have them, especially you have like an old sort of downtown home. You must deal with issues all of the time in a house like that. Even my house was built in like 1992, I think. And it's like issue after issue in my house. And some things you feel like you should be able to do yourself, and other things I think you need to call in the professionals for. But who do you trust, right? I mean, when you call someone to do work in your house, I mean, there's two real lines of trust when it comes to this. One is you need to trust them because they're going to be in your home with your family, with your stuff there. And number two, it's you don't want them to rip you off in the price of what they're doing, you know? And to be able to trust someone like that is worth, I think, significant peace of mind, if nothing else. I think that's why we brought our good friend who I know that you can trust when it comes to doing work at your house. His name is Julio Renteria, my handy angel. Julio, how are you, sir?
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Thanks for
Hello,
being
guys
here.
From Facebook. Here to answer and help any questions.
Give me some idea of exactly what you guys do over at My Handy Angel. What all do you do?
Well, My Handy Angel is, like a logo says, no job is too big or too small. So there's a lot of, we got the experience of a very big company, and we take the smallest jobs that you can imagine. I just came from putting back a closet door together. It took me 10 minutes, and then the smaller the better, the bigger the better. It doesn't really make a difference. We help everybody. When
I'm trying to hire a handyman or someone to do some construction work at my house, what am I looking for when it comes to whether I can trust them or not?
This is something that I've been dealing with for 20 years, construction, remodeling. And word of mouth is one of the best things, but I believe it's like in this world that is so technological advanced now, people don't even care about word of mouth anymore. And some people can give you a word of mouth, but it's still, he did something for me, but it's going to do something different that may not work. So now what I believe that you got to always look for is reviews. Reviews everywhere. And wherever you go, whatever I do, you go to a restaurant, whatever you do, check the reviews, Google, everywhere you go. And the reviews are bad anywhere under 4. I'm like, no, I gotta do some phone calls and everything. So that's what I think. That's what I do for everything I pick.
So there are a lot of these websites that have popped up recently that I can enter my information in, and then I'm going to have 20 people calling me. Let's just say Angie's List, for example. Okay, with quotes. I mean, can I trust everyone that's on these sites that are calling me or not?
I would say, that the websites are good. The websites are doing the work they're supposed to do. They're connecting you with professionals. The problem is some of them are not too professionals. Some of them are really professional. When I started with Home Advisor myself, basically I was the only guy that was showing up to any appointment. And there was nobody out there. There was probably 5 guys that has like a couple stars, like 3.5, stuff like that. And I said, you know what, there's a little bit of room here for me to make a mark here, and it was so good. The people will take on the fact that you're giving the service they want in such a good way. They were like extremely happy to give you reviews and everything, and that's how you start building the reputation. So, but it's not the website. It's who you get. It's sometimes it's a little bit of luck. You gotta make sure that you get the right guy.
I actually found Julio because he did work on my house. His company did work on my house. I found him on social media. And, I follow him. I don't know how we're connected. We're friends or with one of my sites. And so I just kept seeing his work. And, of course, the reviews are also very, very, very beneficial, I think, for any business. So, and then I contacted Julio, and I think you guys were there within, like, a couple days.
Yeah.
I think I called you during the week, and then you guys were there on the weekend, and then you worked a couple days and handled everything. So, yeah, I highly recommend Julio's company.
As a business owner, I'm sorry I have to ask. You don't have to give me specifics, but being the owner of a construction company, handyman type company like yourselves, this Home Advisor and Angie's List have such domination in the market, right? When it comes to the conglomeration of people who need work and then selling it to you guys essentially. How do they charge you? Is it like per lead? Is it per month? How do they charge you guys, sort of the end user, for using their services?
Well, they charge a yearly membership, right? And then they charge you per lead. So the thing is, at the beginning, it's difficult for any company. You know, I had already a lot of experience doing this, and I knew that this is something I wanted to try, which is, I was completely skeptical about this until one of the assistants got me into a really good deal where I will pay just like a higher yearly membership, and I will get unlimited amount of leads. And I said, well, I'm gonna give it a try, because you know what's the worst that can happen? It's a tax deductible spend. So, and then once I had the doors open at the beginning, I started with like Mainland and Winter Park and Altamont Springs. But then when I see that it was working back for me, that's when I expanded to. Now I expanded to as much as you can expand in the app. So literally, I go anywhere from Titusville to Kissimmee, and you know, it is worth it for me when it comes to the leads on that department. But I also have all the leads, which is drywall and tile repairs, and then they charge me like $25 a lead. So you know, sometimes you spend like $500 on leads that nothing happens, but you're making money somewhere else. So as long as I'm out there, because I got good reputation on my other accounts as well. So it's a good investment at the end.
So for every lead that you get, let's say from Home Advisor or Angie's List, how many of them do you actually set an appointment with? So let's say you get 10 leads coming in. I'm not saying how many you get the deal. How many do you actually end up talking to and have an appointment with?
I call every single one of them.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. I'm always on the phone. Like I'm working 24 hours a day. When I wake up in the morning, I look at my phone. If I got 2-3 new leads, I go to the bathroom and I call them, because that's what people need.
You
Somebody
call them
that.
from the bathroom.
Yeah, what?
Nah, I got a big bathroom. I'm right in front of the vanity, looking in the mirror, smiling, and like, yes, hi, how can I help you? You know, and that's the trick.
You gotta watch what you say on this show.
Yeah.
We'll make sure you
I know.
Then you reach the next chapter
Yes.
of the.
I know.
Yeah.
And you know, my main thing is to reach every lead, everybody. Some people just put a lead because they don't even know what they want sometimes, but some people put a lead because they need something done right away. And the sooner you get to them, the sooner you get the job. You know, it happens to me when I can't get to a lead for like 2-3 days. I call them, oh, somebody already got it, and that's how it works. You gotta be fast and right away on phone.
Do you see the economy? Because I think as a construction guy, you really have your finger on the pulse of the economy. Because when things are going well, people have money to do rehabs on their houses and fix things. And when it's not, they really don't have money. How do you feel about the economy right now?
Well, locally in Orlando, I feel like it's, compared to the rest of the states, and I travel a lot, I feel like Orlando is having an incredibly growth right now. And I wouldn't be anywhere right now for doing what I do. It's not impossible. You can always get jobs and make money. That right at the beginning of the recession, 2008, I believe.
Yeah.
I was the only guy working out there in Jersey, the only guy going to Home Depot and everything, because right before I knew the recession happened, I didn't know. On November, I signed an advertisement deal. And I was the only one with flyers and things out there, and it worked out pretty good. So
20 more ahead with Julio Renteria, my handy angel. You need work done in your house. You're going to want to stick around for the next half hour of Behind the Law, ESPN 580.
And so back in the day, I used to do major jobs. Like I got a general contractor license in New Jersey, etc. But then he said, "Well, everybody," I told him, "Everybody's so happy with the job. Like everybody call me my angel." He's like, "Why don't you call yourself Andy Angel?"
I like it.
What? Yeah, and there you go.
Julio, during the break, I asked you, how old you are? You look so young.
37.
37 years old. I thought he was younger. He was like in his late 20s.
Well, that's good, I think. I mean, that's good.
I guess working.
So what areas of business are you seeing more of? Is it tile? Is it I want a new kitchen? I want my my patio done. What do you see the most of?
It's hard to really pick one. I mean, we get calls from every single thing you can imagine every day. Anywhere from whole new kitchens to just repair my broken tile type of thing. And most people over here is the houses in Florida are fairly new compared to the ones up north. I work in Jersey.
Except for mine, built in 1940.
Nice.
So they build. I mean, they build the houses here very well. Everything is concrete slab with brick block walls, and that's it. Back in Jersey, you have all wood, rotted wood, some plaster, and then all rotted. It's so much more difficult, but I mean, I find this houses in Florida amazing to work.
Let me ask you this question, all right? Don't get mad at me, but we have to decide. If you can only decide one, drum roll, please, Allie Mac. Home Depot or Lowe's?
Can I tell you why?
Yeah.
Oh,
Home Depot.
Please, Home Depot. Why?
And can I tell you why Lowe's?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Home Depot is the best place for business guys to go because everything is there. Good prices and everything. They are designed to serve the vendors, providers. Lowe's, I go when a customer asks me to pick up a nice lamp or mirrors and stuff, and high end and details. Then I go to Lowe's. So I do pick Lowe's and Home Depot depending on the type of job I'm doing. And I do send the customers to Lowe's if they say, I want to finish my bathroom. I'm done with the whole bathroom. I say, go pick your mirror and your lights and everything. Go Lowe's.
Right.
And go to Home Depot.
do they have better prices at Home Depot?
Home Depot is always 10% cheaper than Lowe's.
Really? I didn't know
Always,
this.
no matter what. And
Oh.
then,
I always go to Home Depot.
and then if you look for coupons, you can always get a 10% coupon for Lowe's, which end up being the same. But they're both the same. I feel like they got the same owners sometimes.
You want to see me stressed out? Hey, Pilar knows about this one. You want to see me stressed out? Drop me off in front of a Home Depot.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, oh. And then I'm always afraid to bother people. I know you're at work, but I don't like to bother these people that are at work. So I don't want to go talk to the person with the orange, vest or
The
whatever.
people that are there to help.
Yeah, I hate bothering them because I know they have other things to do, and they kind of like
help people.
they kind of like look away from you. That's the sign they don't want to. And then in my head, I can't even understand how they could possibly know where like this little screw, like what aisle? There's 100 aisles. How do you know? They know every time.
Oh, yeah,
Once I do finally grow the intestinal fortitude to ask them the question, like where something might be, they know it's in like the third tier of aisle 72.
Yeah.
Like
Top
what?
shelf to the left.
Yeah, I'm like, how did you know that? I'm very impressed.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I get real freaked out when I go to this Home Depot.
So
'Cause
does
I
that
don't-
mean you haven't purchased your refrigerator?
No, I still have not, of course. And then Brianna and I actually went to Home Depot together the other day. What were we looking for? Do you remember?
Yeah, you're looking for the little inserts.
Oh,
where it's
I was like-
here.
So, I don't look, if you're listening on the radio, you can't see it, but if you are watching us, these little inserts to put the wires through the desk here, through the radio studio. You see what I'm talking about here, Ellie Mac?
You
These things.
find those in Home Depot?
I said, you think for 1 second me and you are going to go into this 200,000 square foot facility and find something
Find
like
it
this?
easily.
I was like, you're out of your mind. I'm not going. There's no way. Send someone else. There's no way. I said, come on, Justin. We'll be fine.
I
But
talk
we-
exactly like
But we,
That almost sounded like
you're not going to believe this? We went right to it. Because she just went right up to someone with the orange vest and was like, hey, where can we find these little things? Like, oh, it's right over here in aisle 14. It's like, this is so easy. It was shocking to me.
better than Lowe's.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. But anyway, you're
Disclaimer, we're not Home Depot spokespersons.
You're listening to Behind the Law, ESPN 580, Justin Clark, Allie Mac, talking to Julio Renteria, my handy angel. How do I reach out?
Well, people I always tell everybody go to Home Advisor, go to Handyman Services, and then look for the guy that has the best reviews. That's my best presentation card, basically. And then I got my website, which is myhandyangel.com. and my cell phone number in case, because everything I do is mostly through text messages. It was much more easier for customers. Text me your problem. You don't feel like talking a lot. Text me pictures. I send prices right away. It's 407-272-8688.
Let's say I want to do a small bathroom, sort of off the place where you call your clients' bathrooms. let's say we want to do. Let's say we want to do the small bathroom, to the next to the living room. Not even a full bath. What does that cost to sort of renovate a bathroom?
Well, renovate a bathroom. We do everything based on time. We don't really have the luxury to waste the people's time, and like some companies, this is gonna take a week. We need to charge you a lot of money because, and then they milk the job. We don't have that. We need to move on for the next one. So a bathroom could take as little as maybe 3 days remodeling. We could looking around $4,500. If I can apply like a daily rate, probably looking around $1,500. But my daily rates include everything like labor, disposal, and delivery of the materials. And we can even go to with the customer to the supplies, pick up what they want, bring it in. There's like a zero worry. That's how I imply it. But everything is different. I always have to see pictures of the job in order to come up with a price.
And I think a lot of us probably need a little paint job on our houses as well, right? Inside and outside, it seems like a fresh coat of paint is one of the things that we can do to really increase value very quickly on our home. Let's talk about the price of painting a home with our good friend Julio Renteria right on the other side of this break. One more segment ahead. It's Behind the Law, ESPN 580.
Three, two.
Now back to Behind the Law with Justin Clark right here on ESPN 580 Orlando.
Allie Mack said she was rooting for the Rams during the break. I mean, are you legit saying that? I mean, are you being honest? No. Your exact quote was this. Your exact quote was, I'm rooting for the Rams. You didn't know I was listening. And then you said, well, it's like because the Pats have won so many. So what's your deal? It is kind of. So what's the deal? You're really a big Ram supporter right now, huh?
No, I like the Patriots. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
The chiseled chin is just doing it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
But they've been to the Super Bowl so many times. I love it. Wonderful, great. But I want to see a new team win. I mean, you know, they haven't been in the Rams haven't been in a Super Bowl since when? Have they ever been in the Super Bowl?
Yes,
So,
we. The
just,
last time they were there, the Patriots beat them actually. So.
So I mean, I'm
you're keeping
hoping
track of it.
for another team, a new team to
321-282-1055 for all of your Allie Matt complaints.
Am I gonna get hate mail?
At Behind the Law Radio as well. Follow us so you can watch the show. Or listen to us 8 o'clock p.m. every single weeknight. ESPN 580. Hello, Allie Mack. How are you?
I'm doing great.
The beautiful Brianna. What's up, Brianna? How's it going?
It's going fantastic, Justin. How are you?
I would give you a 7 on a scale of 0 to 10 production.
Really?
Its capability today, or I don't know. I was getting echo. I can't concentrate when I'm getting echo. Were you getting echo?
I was, but
so,
just on the first
but I still,
segment.
Okay, 7.5. Is that a C+?
I'm gonna hit you.
Okay.
An 8, a 9.
She's really mad at me.
She's gonna turn your mic off.
Let's just give her a participation trophy.
Oh, God.
Julio Renteria is here. Julio, how are you, buddy? Thanks for being here.
Good, thank you for inviting
So
me,
he
guys.
owns a company called My Handy Angel. You're going to need to write down this number and website, because if you need any work done at your house or your business or whatever, Julio is your guy. Julio, how do we reach out to you if I need some work done at my house?
My website is myhandyangel.com, and my phone number is 407-272-8688.
Paint. Let's talk about paint a little bit. Do you guys do painting there, or do you leave that for a painting contractor?
No, that's one of the things we specialize on painting.
So let's say that I have a house. Like, I'm not asking for a quote, just a general idea. Let's say I have a sort of a regular size house, 2,200 square feet. And I want to get the
That's a regular size house.
Is that above average?
Whoa.
Yeah. regular size house.
Okay.
Mr. Big Bucks over here.
I was going to say 3,000. That makes you feel better.
You're okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's
The
say
rest of us with 1,000 square foot
No.
home. Thank you.
Okay, Miss Empty Nester over there. She doesn't have kids that live in the house anymore, because she also lives within walking distance of every bar in Orlando.
Oh my God.
And restaurant. Because you live downtown, houses are smaller. I have 2 little kids. I've got to live in the suburbs.
Okay.
It's one of those things, you know? So I have 2 little kids. 1,800 square feet. How is that?
That's
Okay,
nice.
boom.
That's
Let's say we have an average
Everybody can
3
relate.
to 1,800 square feet. What does it cost to paint the whole outside? On average, not looking for a
Outside or
quote.
inside?
Outside.
Outside. Okay. Top quality job, we're looking around 6,000,
Oh, okay.
6,500.
So it's quite an expense. I mean, it's an expense, no doubt about it.
Because you can get it done for like 3,000 out there, but the guys won't do a full power wash to the house.
Yeah.
That means the paint will peel off in less than 5 years. And if the walls sometimes need trimming, needs to be scratched or needs to be like sanded. Some walls, some trims needs to be repaired. Like if you hire a painting company, it happened to me like 3 times before. And I ended up getting the job because the lady said, "Oh, we call this a good name company. They charged me the same that you want it, but they didn't want to do the repairs. Like they were like literally a day of rotting all over the house." I said, "Okay, well then I guess we charge you the same, and then we include the repairs because for us it takes a couple hours because I train my guys to be able to handle everything. I don't send my guys out there where they're gonna be like, oh, I can't do that thing. I know they handle everything, and painting is." You will come with a lot of stuff. So, a good job includes power washing. We use top quality paint, whether it's Sherwin-Williams or I probably just use Sherwin-Williams, the bad Duralast or something. It's like I'm paying my contractor price $50 a gallon. So you go there, it's gonna cost you $75. So it is. It's not as cheap as it sounds. Yeah.
So I think that the oil change companies in America have done an amazing job marketing to us that we need an oil change every how many miles?
I do 10,000.
Well, most of them say 3,000 unless you get like the special oil, right? So we all know we need an oil change after a certain amount of miles. But when it comes to a house, we don't know how often the house really needs to be painted again. What's sort of a general rule of thumb when it comes to painting a house? How many years? Is it every decade? Is it every 5 years? Every 20 years? I mean, how often do we really repaint these houses?
Depends the paint that you use as well. You go with a Sherwin-Williams Duralast, the most. I'm not sure if I'm saying the brand right. Duralast. It could be Timeless or something like that, but they guarantee you for like 25 years.
Wow.
So, I mean, Home Depot has a couple good paints too, Valsport too, from Lowe's and whatnot. But literally, you do some research, what's the best paint out there, and use that paint. Like me, my company, we let the customer pick the best for them. We just give prices, labor prices, and you pick your paint if you want. If not, I pick you with the best I can. But I would say it's all about the paint. And if you do 2 coats of the best paint, then your house will be 20 years. You don't need to do nothing.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Let's say I'm buying a home, a new home. It seems like the 2 biggest expenses when it comes to home ownership are roof and air conditioning units. What am I looking for when I'm buying a house, when I'm doing the inspection on that roof? What do I need to be cognizant of?
Well, if it's a new home or a brand new home, or is hoses?
This is a existing home.
Okay.
Had a prior owner.
Well, basically, just gotta look into your property report. Your roof needs to be at least 10 years or younger. If it's 10 years older, then you need to worry about, because I will go on top of the roof personally, or at least try to reach the shingles. This is a trick that I know. If you grab the shingles on the roof and you try to bend it a little bit, and if it breaks like a cookie, that means it's not good anymore. If it will fall nicely, whether it's cold or hot, it will fall nicely and come back by itself, because it means it still has full consistency. So it's still good. It's gonna give another 10 years. But the happening is when the wind comes very strong, and the rain, and it picks those shingles up, and then it breaks, and that's when the water starts coming in, and sometimes you can't see it. So that's the one my house I bought is 8 years old. It's perfect. I don't need to change it. I don't even want to change my own roof. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. Okay.
According to the cookie.
Yeah. She's over here bragging about
Just
her
maybe.
historic home.
That's the cookie test. Yeah.
Save up for your roof, lady.
Yeah.
What about air conditioning units? What age is sort of a decent age? If I'm going to buy a house, not a new home, but it's new to me, right? I'm buying it from an existing owner. What age is okay for the air conditioning units?
When it comes to AC, it's really not. The units come with a small warranty. They probably come with like 5-10 years. I think they have a lot more warranty now, but a unit can last you 20 years. When it breaks, it just breaks. That's it. The mechanisms of the unit is very simple. It's a fan and the coils outside cool out the air, and then they're not designed to break. Now the new ones are. I feel like they're making them so they can break faster than the old ones.
Probably.
Because they
right.
These things are lasting too long.
I know. Yeah. This is about getting one with a good warranty. I would say good brand. Same thing. Everything is about buying the best. When you buy a car, you gotta buy a car that has a good reputation. That's it. Whatever you put in your house needs to have a good reputation too.
Sophia said she wanted me to buy a Maserati the other day.
Nice.
I was like, "What are you like? What?" I'm telling you, it's this YouTube. It's killing our kids. She's 6 and she wants me in a Maserati. I'm like, how do you even know what that is? Yeah.
If you have to buy an expensive car, I will probably buy a Tesla, because they got 8 years full cover warranty.
Okay.
So
I guess Tesla
It
is.
found the Teslas.
You don't have to worry about it.
On that.
You're listening to Behind the Law, ESPN 580. Justin Clark, Allie Mack talking to Julio Renteria of My Handy Angel LLC. Julio, one more time. How do I reach out? I need some work done in my house. How do I reach out for more information about My Handy Angel?
Well, my cell phone number is 407-272-8688. What I always encourage everybody is text me any questions, anytime. Send me pictures of your work, anytime. In the middle of the night, I'll pick it up. First thing in the morning, I'll get back to you with questions or answers, prices, whatever you need. That's the fastest way. I'm always available.
Last thing, 30 seconds. Let's say I have an outdoor lanai, around the pool area, and I want to put something on the walls. I mean, should I do stone, paint them really nicely? What should I do to make the outside look nice?
Best way is buy some good windows. So they will save you a lot of wall space, and they will give you a lot of light. And frame the bottom, put the windows on top, and that's it. Your roof is already there.
So windows it is, Allie
you
Mack,
go.
right? Good job today. Congratulations to the New England Patriots yesterday on a huge win. The University of Tennessee, #1 in both polls, ESPN and AP.
Once again.
What a good sports day. Thank you, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and thank you for listening to Behind the Law right here on ESPN 580. Allie Mack, good job today.
Thank you.
For the beautiful Brianna, for Julio Renteria. My name is Justin Clark. Allie Mack, I don't know much, but I do know one little teensy tiny thing.
What is that?
I will see you right back here tomorrow night, ESPN 580.